Let them speak. Review patterns 1 to 34. Please repeat or answer. Is that ever filthy? Have you got any idea how it is that this piano got that dirty? Haven't even some of the keys on the piano been destroyed? Have you been able to find out how long it's been since they've last used this piano? Have you got any idea who it is that owns it? I bet the owner tried to sell it but wasn't able to do it. I doubt whether they'll ever be able to fix this piano. How long ago did you realize that this is the piano they wanted to sell? If they wanted to give it away for free, would you think of buying it? Do you have any place to put it where you live? If you tried to play the piano you see there now, would it work? Would it cost a lot of money to repair it if you tried to do it? Were you able to figure out why it is that some of the keys are missing? Do you know anyone who may be interested in fixing it? Will they probably end up just throwing it away? Don't you wish you had learned how to play the piano when you were in school? Do you feel that it is too late to begin learning to do it now? What will happen if there is no one that'd like to buy the piano you see there? They're so beautiful. Don't you love the way they did their hair? Don't they look like sisters? They must love each other a lot. Who seems to be the happiest? How often do you have the chance to hug someone who you love? How much older does the woman standing on the left look? Is she the one that bought the necklace the younger girl is wearing? Is it something that she made by hand? If you had the materials, would you be able to make one like the one you see there? Did you figure out what type of stone she used on the necklace she's wearing? Does the older woman seem to be wearing a necklace? Which one of the women is wearing earrings? Did you notice that the younger girl isn't wearing earrings? Why is it that the younger girl isn't wearing earrings? Did you ask the younger girl when she's thinking of getting earrings? If she asked her older sister to borrow those earrings, would she be happy to let her use them? I suppose that they share their jewelry a lot. Have you ever bought jewelry for someone that you love? When was the last time that you got to go out to buy jewelry? Is there a favorite place that you have found that it's good to shop for jewelry at? Do you find that wearing jewelry helps to make you look more attractive? What piece of jewelry that you owned tends to impress the people that love you the most? Is there any jewelry that you own that you only wear on special occasions? What is it that he's looking for? How come there aren't as many people waiting on his side as there are on the other side? I wonder how many years it's been since he first started to work there. How long will they have to wait before the next train happens to arrive? He must hear the train everyone is waiting for coming. If you had a question about the train, would he be the one that you could ask? Would they have people work there all night? Is there another guy that's on the other side that's doing the same things? Are both of them looking the same way to see if the train is coming? Are the people waiting dressed warmer than the two men working there? How long has it been since it started to snow a little? Do you own a pair of gloves like the ones he's wearing? I suspect that they aren't that warm. Has he got to stand out there even when it's freezing and snowing a lot? I wonder if they gave him a warmer coat to wear as soon as it gets really cold. Will they let him put his hands in his pockets like the people on the other side are doing? Do you wish you could have the job that he's doing? Will he be moving away from the tracks right before the train begins to pull into the station? Will he make sure to keep the passengers waiting for the train away from the edge of the platform? Do they have people who help like this at the train station where you live? What's the weather like there? Do you wish you could do what they're doing? Doesn't she seem to be delighted that the bird came to sit on her hand? How is it that they've managed to attract the pigeons? Does she find it amazing that the birds sit on her hand like that? Did she say she looks forward to coming back here all the time? Is it easy to figure out how they attracted the birds? Did she put food in her hand right after she sat down so that she could attract the birds? Does that woman seem to be having fun feeding them? Did you ask her when the last time it was that she had the chance to do this? Did she tell you that she plans on coming back whenever she gets another opportunity to do it? Does even her friend seem to be feeding a pigeon that's sitting on her wrist? How can you tell that she's taking a selfie while feeding the bird? Did the other woman have a friend take the picture of her doing this? How long did they have to sit there before the birds wound up coming? Now that the bird is eating out of her hand, has she got to stop moving? Do you think that the birds are used to eating like this? Does she use the sunglasses she has to hold back her hair so it doesn't get in the way? Would her hair fall in her face if she didn't happen to do that? How come the woman walking there is using an umbrella even though it's not raining? Is that something even you would do while walking in the sun? Is she using it so that she can protect her skin? Do you ever see men using an umbrella to do the same thing she's doing? Does her umbrella appear to be smaller than the umbrella you tend to use? Does the bag she's carrying match the clothes that she's wearing? Did you notice that she put her phone in the bag she has? Doesn't it seem like she doesn't want other people walking around there to bother her? I wonder what type of music she's in the middle of listening to. Does the music she's listening to help her to think about who she's about to meet? Does she appear to be paying attention to anyone that is around her? Would she be able to hear you if you went up to talk to her even while she's listening to music? What is it that you would want to ask her if you met her? I doubt whether she would have time to talk to me. I may as well try to get her attention anyway. What a beautiful scene. The people who live in that city must really love to see the mountain they live next to. Don't you wish you could go to Mount Fuji with someone that you love? This must be the most beautiful time to go to visit there. The people that live there must really be happy. I suspect that it is spring since the flowers on the trees have come out. Is that a place where you can go to pray, or is it a place where people live? Did you notice that there aren't many windows in the building? Don't you wonder what it is that's on the top of that building? Is it something they use to send phone signals? Is that a mountain that you'd like to climb to the top? Would they let you climb it even when there's snow on the top like that? Would you be strong enough to climb to the top if they let you do it? Even if you were in good shape, would they stop you from going to the top in the winter? Isn't it too dangerous to go to the top by the time it begins snowing? Every time you see that mountain, don't you feel like going to Japan so you can see it in person? Can you remember the first time you saw this famous mountain? The next time you're thinking of planning a vacation, is this somewhere you would consider? Which mountain that you've been to is as famous as this mountain? Do you live in a place that has a mountain as pretty as this one? How long has it been since you've been there? Are they ever exhausted? Did they all begin sleeping just as soon as they got on the subway? All they do is sleep while they're riding the subway. Do they find it a good place to sleep while they're going and coming from work? Do people who take a nap on the subway tend to do it mostly going to or coming from work? How is it that they'll know when it's time to get off? How can that woman hear the announcements when they announce the next stop while listening to the music? Is there anyone that's there that they know who will wake them up in time? What would they have to do in case they happen to miss the stop? I have a feeling that they all have missed their stop a few times. Who seems to be sleeping the deepest? Is that bag she has what she carries her lunch to work in? Isn't she about to drop her phone? How is she able to keep it from falling on the ground even while she's sleeping like that? What type of music would you be listening to if you were sitting down there while riding the subway? Is the guy sitting there who doesn't have a tie going to tell the girl to move over? Did he take off the tie that he was wearing after he got on the train he's taking? Since their shirts look ironed, they must be on their way to work. Why is it that only one of the people you see there has an umbrella? Isn't it something all of them are going to need to have as soon as they leave the train? Is he someone you know well? Has he been waiting for you there since you told him you would be there soon? Weren't you supposed to meet him earlier at 4:45? Shouldn't you have been there on time? He must have wondered why it is that you're so late. What would he have done had you not managed to get there? Did you get to call him to tell him that you would be late? Are you going to tell him what it is that made you late? Now that you're with him, What have you decided to go out to do? Did he tell you that he feels like going out to eat and then go out dancing? Isn't that what you're interested in doing? Is there anywhere special that you want to have him bring you out to eat? Is it someplace that you've never gone to before? By the time you get there, will they be open to serve dinner? What all are you thinking of ordering, since they're famous for fish dishes there? Do you plan on getting a drink you enjoy having just as soon as you get there? Are you going to treat him since you were so late? Do you look forward to going out to dance right after you finish eating? Have you figured out yet where it is that you'll be going to dance? Do they ever look delicious? Is this something you would buy to eat if you happened to pass by? How much do you think he charges to buy one of the things he's made? Is he about to put it in that paper so that you won't burn your hand right when you take it? How come he isn't wearing gloves on both hands? Do you have any idea what it is that they end up putting on the inside of the thing that he's made? I wonder if he puts a fried egg on the inside, or something sweet? Is that something delicious you like eating as a snack when you're walking around? How long would it take to make one of those? Has he got to put something onto the surface where he cooks these so they won't stick? Does that machine fold up while he's cooking? Does it look like he's leaving them on the grill so that it will keep them warm? Will he be keeping them there until when someone pays to get one? How many of those would you be able to eat at one time? Does he offer anything to drink while eating the things he makes? Is that the dress she wore when she got married? Don't you like the way they have sewn the red designs on that dress? Have you ever seen a wedding dress that has had those bright colors you see on her dress? I think that the designs do help to make her dress look more attractive. Do even the flowers they put in her hair match the dress she's wearing? It sure does look expensive. Will she be staying there as long as they keep taking pictures? Have you got any idea where the guy she married went? Isn't he supposed to be there even while they're taking her picture? Don't the doors make her look tiny? Do you see the way that they locked the doors? Will they have someone come to open the lock so that she'll be able to enter the building? Did they ask the person who had the key to come right away to open it? Don't you wonder what it is that they have inside that building? If you had to guess, what is it that you think would be there? Don't you wish you could go inside if they let you do it? Do the doors at the place you live at now have doors as big as those? Have you ever seen people doing this type of martial arts called kendo from Japan? Now that he's ready to fight, does he look serious? They must wear that so they won't get hurt while doing it. Will that helmet protect his face in case he gets hit with the bamboo sword they use? Do they even wear special clothes so that they can protect themselves? It still must really hurt a little right after he gets hit while competing. Would that ever be dangerous to do? Does that kid find it hard to see out of that mask while he's practicing? Is it something that you would have your kids try to learn? Wouldn't it be better for them than playing video games? I imagine that the athletes scream a lot at each other while competing. Where all could you even go to see something like this near where you live? I suspect it would be hard to find a place where they do that so that you could watch. Is this something they would deliver to your home so that you could cook it at home? What a great idea for delivery. Does it seem that the person standing inside the store is in the middle of waiting for people to call to order? How is it that they would get the steel pans back after they've delivered it to you? Doesn't it look like the food that's inside the pans would be more than just one person would be able to eat? If you had all the ingredients, would you be able to make the thing you see there? Have you figured out whether you'd have to add a little water to it right before you begin cooking it? Wouldn't it be easier to deliver if there was no water in the pot the food comes in? They must get a lot of orders for them since they made so many. I bet that they use a plastic wrap to cover the pots right before they send them out to deliver. Would you be interested in trying it if I were to order it for us now? How can you tell they would take your credit card if I decided to order it? The one thing I don't get is why they're not advertising the price of the food they're displaying. Is this the way they sell fish for people who own aquariums near where you live? Don't you find it strange that they're selling these fish like this in the plastic bags? Which one of them seems to be the most expensive if you wanted to buy one? Did you find out why it is that one is more expensive than the other? How long would they be able to keep the fish in those bags before they would die? Haven't they got to put them back into a bigger tank at night so that they can continue to live? Have you ever had an aquarium where you live where you can put live fish? Aren't these fish a little too big to put in the average aquarium that people would have in their house? Are aquariums something that take a lot of time to take care of? Did you notice that they have the names of the fish written in Chinese on each of the bags? Would you be more concerned about the name of the fish, the price, or how the fish looked if you went to buy one? Did they tell you that some of the fish tend to fight with each other? Is that why you have to be careful when you're thinking of purchasing fish? Thank you.